It's your girl, Amber Rose. You are watching the Big Girl, Big World podcast.
It is your girl, Aaliyia Beauty. We have Miss
Amber Rose
and Jerrin Nicole.
Period. And we finna get into the episode. Hey, what's up, y'all? It is your girl, Aaliyia Beauty, and we're back with another episode of Big Girl, Big World podcast. And I have my beautiful co-host with me, of course. We have Miss
Amber Rose
and Jerrin Nicole.
Period. And we finna get into the episode. So y'all already know we always start off the episode with a little, life update, get into our business a little bit because, I know y'all want to be nosy because I'm definitely nosy, so I know y'all want to be in our business. So let's get into our business a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're going to start first with a little update.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. I'll start. My biggest update is I got married. She's a wife. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, that happened. That little thing happened. I went back home to California.
Little thing. Look.
Yeah, I went back home and it was a good time. We just did a courthouse wedding with family and friends, and we took pictures. Pictures came out so great.
I saw a couple of those. You look beautiful.
They were
cute. Thank you.
They was giving like, how you having like the vintage vibe. It was giving.
That's what I was trying to
do.
do.
It was real so cute.
Like 20s, Hollywood 20s kind of vibe.
Yes.
And my dress was from Fashion Nova. So.
Period. We love.
Hold on.
I was there, but it came out.
Because hold on.
Yes.
You never would have been able to look at that dress and say, "Oh yeah, that's a Fashion Nova dress." Like it was a wedding dress, and you looked stunning.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like, someone was like, "Your dress was so cute. Where'd you get it?" I was like, "Oh, it was just from Fashion Nova." And I was so worried because I was like, I'm trying to find a wedding dress, but I don't want it to be doing too much. But yeah, I got it from Fashion Nova Luxe. So thank you for coming through.
Period.
It was gorgeous.
Amber, I heard you have some big news as well.
Period.
As you can see, the setup probably looks a little bit different. I moved into my house with my man.
My man. Period.
My man.
This is my office. I haven't fully gotten a chance to make it fully mine yet. Like, things still have to go on the walls. I still have to unpack boxes. It's gonna take some time, but this is my office.
Love that though. You have an office.
Period.
I know, that's so crazy, right?
Own space.
It's been amazing.
So
it's been amazing. This is the first time I've ever lived by myself, like, or even just with someone else, So, like, it's been silent and peaceful.
That sounds lovely.
It's right.
It is. Glad y'all having peace. Honestly, y'all, I don't have nothing going on. Literally nothing. Nothing going on.
Yes, she does. She just got some PR. I mean, that's probably
PR.
My stuff is just like whatever. It's like, girl, I have nothing going on. Literally nothing but PR. I have no big life updates going on. The biggest life update I have going on is me getting a Chanel headband because that really touches my soul. I just almost cried about my headband because I love my headband so much. But that's the only thing I have going on. Literally nothing.
Wait, I love that though. It's giving luxury.
I've been going to the gym. If you guys see, you've been seeing.
Yes.
I've been in my gym girl era.
And she's been like on YouTube like consistently.
Yes, consistently posting.
I've been seeing that too.
Because I gotta get this.
You have been doing this. There are updates. What are you talking about?
Girl, y'all have big updates. These are just kind of like small little things. Just small little things. But
also, Aaliyia, I will be with you at Fashion Week, so we can make something to take.
Period. Me and Amber going to Fashion Week. We finna be outside with the girls and the gays and the theys. We're finna be outside.
And my man is coming. I'm dressing him. So.
Ooh.
Not styled by Ms. Rose. Period.
I love that. Fashion week. Like, what will you guys be doing?
So I had got invited to an event, during Fashion Week. Ain't even during Fashion Week, it's like before Fashion Week, but I got invited to an event, and me and Amber both will be going to a plus size. Me and Amber both will be going to a plus size
Fashion show.
fashion show. So that's what we're gonna be going together, and we're gonna
Yeah.
be doing content, of course. We're
Oh,
content creators.
absolutely.
I
I'm a
can't wait.
content creator.
Like, just have me on FaceTime.
Oh, hell yeah.
No,
Period.
Absolutely. Have to.
no. That's gonna be such good like collabs, and then hopefully you guys see other people.
Yeah, we wish you could be there though.
Yeah,
Definitely.
link
I
up.
was about to say.
Videos coming soon.
I about to say low key, Southwest do be having them $39 sales every now and then.
I gotta find a job. See, Aaliyah keeps saying like, "Girl, you can come," and I'm like, "Girl, I gotta get my life set. I kind of gotta get it together." Yeah, but stop depressing the people. Okay.
I about to say I do that to everybody. But like, girl, just come, like, just go. Like, I love her. I just come on. Like, my friends do me like that all the time, so I just love doing it with people like that. Let's just go.
I love
Just
that.
come.
It's okay.
Yeah,
One day.
y'all.
One day.
We're gonna get
So
together one day, y'all. One day.
one day, when life is like settled and we got this adulting
Thing
down,
down.
take some time out of our busy schedules. But speaking of adulting, we wanted to kind of talk about that because, child, if you don't know, if you're still like 18, 20-ish, you're gonna find out. So let's talk about it and let's kind of give the girls a heads up and talk about the struggles.
Oh yeah. The
Like,
ultimate
can you
adult.
pay your bills?
I feel like you and I are kind of like. I mean, all of us have to pay bills, but like, moving into a house and like with you getting married, that's like another person that you have to worry about, like food and electricity and water. Like, I've paid bills before, but like I've never paid rent and oil and electricity and water and a Wi-Fi and all of those things at the same time. So now this is like my first time paying all of that.
Ghetto.
Definitely ghetto. Definitely.
To exist
Definitely
on this earth, especially in America, is expensive as fuck.
Yeah, it's not for the weak, but unfortunately we all grow up, so I guess it's not for I don't know.
Oh,
And
yes.
oil, I live in New England. Oil for the winter months.
What you mean you gotta pay for oil? Like, you gotta pay for gas?
To heat the house.
Oh. Oh, like electricity? Like
No, like
oh,
oil.
take this girl.
Like, you mean
Oil
oil or
to
gas? You
oil
gotta pay
to heat the house.
Girl, where you live at?
Okay, like a gas stove has like you have to have like okay. I get what you're saying. Like
You know what
almost
I'm
like
saying? Yeah. Like there's a thing on the side of the house that
okay, yeah.
a truck comes and people fill it with oil, and
Girl,
however
that's
much oil gets
gas.
used, no,
Yeah.
it's oil.
And you can
That's
blow it out, right?
gas.
You can do that.
It's an oil company.
Oh wow.
But it's gas. They putting
It's
gas
an
in your
oil
house.
company. It's an oil
This is
company.
so
I don't have a
Girl,
gas stove or anything. It's just the heating of the house.
you have, like, no fireplace or nothing?
No, it's just the
Girl,
heat.
what? Let me look.
It's
I'm gonna look
literally,
it up in just a
dude,
minute.
I'm telling you, I live in New England, and you like in order to heat your house, some houses you have to like heat it with oil. So you put oil in the thing outside, and that goes into heating your house.
Well that
And
does
it
sound
just costs. We just got our oil filled. Guess how much money it costs? Guess how
Girl,
much?
$600. $600.
Damn near. It was $533.
Let me tell you
that.
why I thought it was. Well, let me tell you why I thought it was gas. Because my mom,
Me too.
we lived in the country, girl. I lived in the country.
Mm-hmm.
We had gas, everything. The gas man used to come all the time. Then we have a big gas tank and fill it up with gas and all this stuff. And we used to use that for like the fireplace, and use that for like the stove and all this stuff. So that's why I thought it was. But yeah,
my stove is electric.
A pretty.
There's no fireplace. There's no anything. It literally just goes to like heat the house. And it lasts for like a few months, especially if you don't put the heat up too high. But after a few months, you have to get it refilled with oil.
What?
Yes.
Girl, you learn something new every day.
Oh, I was just about to say that. You learn something new.
You learn something new every day, because I never heard about that oil.
Yes, that's the heat, basically. Like, the heat is the oil company. So we keep our house at a smooth 64 degrees, because I'm telling you,
that is cold.
We are not about to burn through that oil. You better put on a sweatshirt and some fucking socks.
My husband would never let me put it that low. My husband. No, I'm just kidding. No. 64?
You better put on a sweatshirt and some socks.
I'm gonna send you a blanket for you right now.
It's colder than polar bear.
And I
no,
64.
When at nighttime we put it up to 67, but oil is expensive, girl.
Maybe because I live in the. No, it ain't even that. Because baby, no.
And she already cold.
Right, you already in a cold climate. So I'm like, girl, you already at 60. Girl, what?
But what I'm saying is, if we let's say we put the heat up to 72, okay? We're gonna burn through that oil faster than 3 months. That I'm not paying $533 every month and a half for some damn oil. You got me fucked up.
Let me tell you something. I will pay for a piece of comfort. I can't cap. Cause let me tell you something. I will blow this bill up if I have to. Cause honestly, let me tell you. Before I stayed in the apartment I stay in now, I stayed in student apartments. So I have 4 roommates. Going from staying with 4 roommates, and then, everything is like kind of, I ain't gonna say split. We all had our different leases, but everything was cheaper and everything was all included. Mm-hmm. When I got into this apartment, baby, I gotta pay for lights. Mm-hmm. I gotta pay for water. Mm-hmm. Baby, I gotta pay for sewage. Mm-hmm. I gotta pay to flush the toilet.
Yeah.
What you telling me?
Yeah.
I gotta pay for Wi-Fi. I still gotta pay for my phone bill.
Yeah.
Like, it was so, when I say that the learning curve for,
honey, talk about it.
This learning curve was kicking. When I say I can't count, this is my 2nd year in this apartment. I'm just now getting to a place where I'm able to handle everything good. Yeah. Everything good. It's like, adulting be kicking my ass.
Yeah. No, and then it's like they don't prepare you for none of this. Like, I didn't know anything about, like, you have to pay this bill and then this bill, and then it's like this one's coming out on the 15th, then this one is coming out on the 17th. Like, they don't prepare you for none of that. And I just feel like, why not?
Definitely. And another thing they don't talk about too is, when I got this apartment, they don't talk about how the importance of credits and the importance of you having some type of credits when you, like, just some type of credit. Because that was one of the things that I was looking into, especially like if you are a person that don't have like people that is around you that's supporting you, like they can help you sign for your stuff. They do not talk about the importance of having.
You're gonna need a guarantor.
You gotta have that. Like, they don't talk about like you need some type of credit, like one credit card. Like, they don't talk about like when you're doing school, them loans, like none of that.
I grew up really poor. Like, my mom was a single mother. My dad was not in the picture, for real. I was going to his house maybe every other weekend, but he's not paying as much in child support as is needed to support my brother and I. You know what I'm saying? I lived with my grandparents most of the time, but like, we weren't well off. And then when I moved back in with my mom, we were on food stamps. She was on disability. Like, I grew up without a lot. So it's hard, I think, when you become an adult and I'm more educated than both of my parents. Like, my mom has a high school degree. My dad got his GED as an adult. I have my bachelor's degree, I'm getting my master's. Like, no one, I think, in my family was equipped to fully prepare me for the life that I am going into leading or trying to lead, because they didn't have the means that I now am garnishing for myself. And like, my dad, when I was a kid, my dad was a mess. Stole
Weren't
my
they?
social security. And so he fucked my credit before I even knew what credit was.
What?
So, yes.
That is
So
crazy.
now I'm stuck with a situation that I didn't even create because of circumstances that I was too little to even understand. So it's like, when you're born into certain circumstances, it's really hard to move up the ladder in a lot of different ways, especially for people of color.
Yes. And that's not
Yes.
talked about enough, or people don't want to give, say Amber,
Ethnicity?
ethnicities that, what do you call it? Like, they don't want to tell people that, yes, that is our struggle. And like she said, same situation here. My parents have a high school education, but they worked hard. They worked their
Mm-hmm.
butts off, but without that proper knowledge to say, hey, like I should buy my house, or
Mm-hmm.
hey, I should invest here, or just little things of like having your grandparents like own houses, and you can
Right,
say, little things like that.
right,
People like us don't grow up with that, so it's
right.
like
Generational wealth.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
or even like
exactly.
get a credit card and pay it off immediately. Like, don't just pay the minimum on it, like
Yeah.
Yes.
that sort of stuff. Like, I didn't have people in my life that were telling me to do that, because the people in my life couldn't pay it off immediately and were having to pay the minimum on their credit cards.
Yeah.
And I would have to say, so I had a conversation at work with some of my coworkers, and we were talking about like this particular artist or whatever, and I was like, I don't listen to his music. I really don't like resonate with his music or whatever. And they was like, you don't resonate with his music because you get everything you want. Your mom and all that gives you everything. And I feel like in the black community especially, people want generational wealth, but when you have generational wealth, people really want to come
Thank
at
you.
you for it, for having it. And
Mm.
my thing is, I told him, I was like, you don't know what I went through. I have a single mom. She did not have a job. Sometimes she had went to college. She did
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff. After I was born, still could not find a job. I was like, I have went through a lot of things as far as like having to see her struggle and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
She is to a point now, and I also have a stepdad now that helps me. So now I'm to a point where, yes, I'm up to a point I have a little money, and my
Mm-hmm.
mom will help me, and my stepdad will help me as much as I need help. And I
Right.
just feel like generational wealth is something that is, a lot of people want it to, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people in the black community, they want to have generational wealth for their kids. But also, like, when you talk to people that don't have generational wealth, or don't, they want to come at you for it, or they want to, say like, you don't understand this, you don't know how to do this because you, but it's just like, girl, you don't know what I went through. Like, you don't know, like, you don't understand.
Yeah. And I think I don't want to say well, I feel like that is an issue within the black community. Like just feeling like, other people might have grown up this way, but altogether, I mean, we're all kind of in the same position. Like, let's kind of figure out if Aaliyah has generational wealth. Aaliyah can tell us, hey, this is how it happened. And that can be the stepping stone right there. But, us just kind of going
And
in a
even
circle where
Aaliyah having generational wealth is not going to even be the same as a white person that's been garnishing
exactly
generational wealth since the fucking 1800s. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like,
Hmm.
They
like,
got that granddaddy wealth, okay, old money.
right.
Right.
That's
Like
a generation. That's a generation of wealth.
Generation, not generations.
Right.
Definitely.
That's a
and people
generation
like
of wealth.
you look at Jay-Z, he's not the same type of billionaire that Elon Musk is or Jeff Bezos.
Correct.
Right.
He's still black.
Right.
Definitely. And Jay-Z still, that's still like another example of that's one generation. Like I'm not sure. I'm not sure of everything that happened to Jay-Z, but um yeah, from what I've
That's
heard,
a
it doesn't seem
first
like
generation of
he's
wealth.
the first generation. It's not like Elon Musk or even like a lot of
Donald
people.
Trump.
Donald Trump, I was just going to say, he was talking about how he got it from the bottom. Baby, your daddy gave you $2 million.
Exist.
You're not from the bottom if you'd have
How
had
is
$2 million
that
to
the
invest in
bottom?
your. That's not the bottom.
I
That's
can't
not the
even
bottom.
get a PPP loan.
I would love to see that kind of bottom.
Not the PPP.
Like,
True.
and
Like,
it's just crazy.
Y'all better watch out with that too, by the way. But
definitely, because they're locking people up.
child.
I just don't it's hard for me to wrap my head around that mentality because I just love seeing black people winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love to see black people up. Like, I grew up in school having to get meals for holidays sent home from school because that's how poor I was. But I'm not going to look at a black person that has generational wealth and be like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be like, oh shit, good for you. Also, how can I get some of that for myself?
Right. What are you doing for the community? Like,
what are you doing for the community?
that's what I say to my celebrities, and everybody doesn't have to show on social media that they're doing it, but like if I ever get in a position where I got it like that, I'm definitely giving back to the community
100%.
in a way. But like we have to really share the knowledge, share the wealth. Money is something that goes out and in every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like people get so cautious of, I don't know, like, oh, I see her, she's coming up, so I have to do this. This is, or you know, I got to stay above this person. It's not.
Yeah,
everybody.
I think we've lost the mentality of it takes a village, and like that all when one of us succeeds, all of us can succeed. And I think that like America especially has become such an individualistic society that it's really just like me, when it would be so much easier on all of us if it was just us, you know? Like,
Right.
if it was just, I have the means so I can help you out, even if it means getting your foot in the door or getting you in front of people that can give you the opportunity to make something more of yourself, or even just like helping you out on game.
And you know what community I admire that does that? The Hispanic community does that so well. Like I can't remember where I heard this, but I can't remember, but they were doing this thing where like people would come and live in the same house or same thing, and then one person would like get all the money and they were good, and then everybody's still putting in like money, but you know, just like helping each other out where, you know, you're offering someone to stay in your house to get better, or you're giving that person a job because you know the struggle, which is, you know, fine for me because everybody else does it, nepotism, but they do it so well.
I agree.
Yeah, I also think like in the black community, I would say in the black community, I've been seeing, especially in the last couple of years, people have been definitely focusing more on the financial literacy side and more of it. Let me educate you for this because we all need to win. I can say like over the past couple of years, like this past couple of years, people have been like, everybody at this. First of all, at this point of the world, everybody want a little piece of money. Everyone want a little piece of money, and everybody want a little piece. You need it to live, of course. So I've been seeing definitely over the past like couple years, definitely the financial literacy classes, teaching about credit, teaching about owning homes as black people. Also, you know, just get into real estate, different loving the classes and everything people are doing now.
I think even in the past year that the uptake of like it takes a village in the black community, especially being like it's all of us in this, you know, has really come up in the last year, especially because of so much of the shit that's going on, especially like it's just too expensive to not worry about the village and to not need community aid. Like I think there are so many great things even in my own community that are going on that have to do with support and community aid and like helping people. And I grew up in a town, especially where when a person was sick or when someone died or was something, like, it was a schedule of like, okay, who's bringing them food today? Or who's helping them clean their house today? Or who's helping them so that they can focus on grieving or focus on being sick or focus on whatever? Like, how are we going to rally together as a community to like help these people out? And I think that it's just something that I've witnessed on a full scale more in the last year, for sure.
Wow. And even as you say that, I think about my own situation of not having a job right now. And then like me finally applying for unemployment, like I was so like, I shouldn't be doing this. I don't even know what the mindset was, but like they make you feel like, oh, you shouldn't be like, getting your welfare, but I pay for it.
Right.
Different things like that. And like you said, like, just thinking of considering like my parents, the family who has reached out to me and be like, hey, you need help? Like, we got you. Oh, I work for this company. I work in HR. Here's a job, that
Yeah,
kind of thing. So I think we really need to get back to like, that kind of love and that kind of lifestyle that it takes a village.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I agree as well. As far as like the village,
I
because
think adulting
honestly,
is hard enough,
it
Doing it on
definitely
your
hard.
own is even harder
Especially like if
without.
you're adulting, and then when you're adulting, you're going through being on your own, paying bills and everything, juggling jobs, school, relationships with friends, the relationships
Mm-hmm.
yourself, relationships
Mm-hmm.
your spouse. Because I know y'all got people y'all are with. So
Mm-hmm.
I know it's definitely hard
Oh
because
my
you're
God, yeah.
growing, you're doing all of that, and then also you're doing the internal growth as well.
Oh,
Mhm.
And that internal growth is crazy because honestly, that the internal growth is hitting me like a mighty Russian wind. When I say
mm-hmm.
I am not the same Aaliyia I was a year ago, life done been like, okay, girl, you need to get
Mm-hmm.
grounded. You need to get together, cause life ain't finna be playing with you.
Yeah.
So you need to stop playing and get it together.
If I'm being
It
completely
hits you so
honest,
hard.
the early 20s and the like from 20 to 25 is like a lot of growth and a lot of like worrying about yourself and figuring yourself out and figuring out your identity and all that stuff. From 25 to like 30 is the most intense, life-changing growth that you will ever go through.
And I'm
Genuinely. Like,
25.
I
Oh
know
God.
I'm so sorry, baby. It starts at 25. It really does. I was a
No,
completely different person at 25 than I am sitting with you at 28, and 28 is already whooping my ass. By the time I'm 29, I'm going to be a completely different person.
Girl, I believe
no.
it.
Can we talk about being in your 20s and how horrible life is? Like, I haven't even hit 25 and what Amber's talking about yet, and I already feel like I just want to give up. Like,
Uh,
baby girl, if you are somebody in your 20s, or if you're coming and approaching it, what's advice we can give to people like that? I don't even know. Like,
Honestly,
it's not over yet.
the 20s is the time to like truly dig into that feeling and figure it out. Like, lean into the uncomfortability, lean
Mm-hmm.
into the growth, into the this doesn't feel right and why, lean into breaking generational curses and learning all of this new information and seeking opportunities for growth and being uncomfortable and getting out of your comfort zone, because the 30s are the time when you can take all of these experiences that have been hard and taxing and sometimes just like really overwhelming to the point where you want to give up. You can take all of that into your 30s and finally get to reap what you've sown in your 20s. Like, 20s is about plowing the fields and like putting in the seeds and watering them and getting them ready to be fruitful by the time that you're in your 30s and you can actually enjoy them. Like,
Yes.
there was a study that was saying that because people are living longer, the 20s are really just like the second teens. So you're
Mhm.
just really,
You're still a
you're
baby.
still a baby. At the age of 18, you became an adult. You're basically I'm basically 8 years old. You know what I'm saying?
I'm 8. Oh my
From
God,
the
I'm
ages
5.
of childhood to 18 years old, I was someone else's responsibility.
For
I
sure.
had only been doing this adulting thing for 8 years.
It's crazy. And
That's
I
not a
think
lot of time.
it's not. And someone else who pointed that out to me is my mom, because she was like, I was like, yeah, I'm 24 now. She was like, what do you mean? You're still like just a baby.
You're a baby.
You're still like my baby. Like,
Right.
and it hit me because when she said that, like, I think that was at a time where I'm just like focusing on so much like mistakes. And what I would tell you is, if you feel like you're in a point of your life where nothing is going right, you're making mistakes, don't be so hard on yourself.
No.
Like, please don't be hard on yourself. Like Amber said, this is the time where you're planting your seeds. You're figuring out what's going on.
Yeah.
Don't be hard on yourself, because I think being where I'm at right now that's my hardest part. Is like, losing my job. This is not going right, but you're only 24, you're only 25, you're only 28. Like, why are you being so hard on yourself?
Opportunities to learn. That's
Exactly.
all. You're never really fully making a mistake. You're just recognizing, oh, this is a room. This is where I have room for growth. This is an opportunity to learn, so that when I'm confronted with a similar situation, I don't make the same decision that I just made.
And it's hard to get in your head, but like, I know there's so many people on TikTok, YouTube that will give you that advice. Like, really listen, and really, even if you don't feel it in the moment, just understand that you'll be okay eventually.
Yeah. And we are all deeply a product of our environments. And when you're out on your own as an adult for the first time, it's the only time where you're shucking that version, you finally get to face that version of you that is a product of your environment, and reconcile that with, who am I outside of that? What parts of me do I want to take from that? And what parts of me are not working for me anymore and I want to leave behind? And you can go back and pick things up as you decide, oh, actually, that was a good part. I missed that. And you can continue to put stuff down. But it's just about, like, existing and finding a way to exist that feels best for you and is comfortable.
I also wanna say too, I feel like when we are younger, we are conditioned to like have our life planned out. And once we go off that path, we get kind of like, oh my God, I'm not
In
doing
your
what I'm
head,
supposed
yeah.
to be in your head. Like, I said I was gonna be married at 25, and I'm not married at 25. I thought I was gonna be graduated from college at 22, and I'm not graduated, because I went through that so severely. Because when I was in college, I was just like, dang, I'm in college, I'm doing this stuff, but this isn't really what I want to do. So do I need to continue doing what I want to not do, continue doing this, and I'm not happy with it, or do I want to just take a break and really just find out what I enjoy? So I struggle with that a lot, and I also struggle with like also seeing the people around me that have their stuff figured out, and seeing my friends and stuff like getting married, getting engaged, people having children around me, I'm and having their careers, and I'm still trying to figure it out. And I'm over here trying to compare my life to their life, and baby, we're two different lives.
Right, but also guess what? They're also just trying to figure it out. Right. That friend that you have that just got married and has a kid is also trying to figure it out. Like, there will never be a time in any of our lives when we're not just trying to figure it out. My grandma's 85, and she's still just trying to figure it out. It's never ending.
I think the culture, like Aaliyia was saying, like, you're conditioned to feel certain type of ways. And our culture, especially in the United States, is just like, you're supposed to be achieving, going after something, and beating it, and being this boss person. But some people don't want to do that.
There's a word for that, actually. You want to know what it is? Capitalism. It literally ruins the soul and makes you a robot of productivity.
Oh, baby. That company I work for, honey.
Oh, they're the epitome of that.
Metrics, productivity, like they were on your behind. Like when I tell you these companies will kill you, don't let that happen.
Correct.
Sis, if it's your first job, you can always leave and get another one. You have the experience, blah, blah, blah. But just explore, like explore. And like I said, if you make a mistake, it's okay. It's going to be okay.
The average person changes their career 7 times in their lifetime.
Okay, good. I'm about like 2 or 3. So
7
Girl, I'm
times.
on 3.
On average. That's
I'm on
just
3.
on average. People will change their, not even just their job, their career 7 times. I could be doing something completely different in my 60s. My grandfather went to college to get his degree in English and was an English teacher and ended up retiring as a person. Like, he was in a women's prison doing commissary. That's what he did. Like, that had nothing to do with his degree, but that's the job that he ended up retiring from, that he was at for a very long time. Like, you don't have to stick with what you chose to do when you were 18 years old just because America said that you needed a degree and then spit you out like a little machine.
Yeah, and then also being a person that went from being in college straight out when I got out of high school, went to college and everything, and I took a break, and now I'm going back to college. As an old lady, they would like to say, I'm older. They think they were like, "Girl, you're 25 now. Like, you can't relate." Now going back to college, like I can't cap. I'm kind of scared, but I'm kind of scared to go back to college. But I'm kind of excited too because now now I know like what I enjoy and what I like to do and what I want to do with my degree and with everything. So I feel kind of better and at ease now that I'm going back after I took that break. I feel like that break was needed. So if
100%.
you need a break, I would say, if you need a
take
break to
it.
figure out what you want to do,
Yeah.
take it.
Don't be scared to go back to school, girl. Do not. Going back to school is like riding a bike, number one. And number two, you're probably now at a better place to handle and deal with school because you know what it's like to juggle life and you have a certain amount of intellect. Like, your prefrontal cortex, welcome to 25, is now developed. like,
Girl,
like
and trust me, those rich families, they be like, "Oh, you're gonna take a gap year? Perfect. Like go to
yeah, go to
Antarctica."
Italy.
Go to
Yeah.
Italy. Go on a Europe tour.
Live life.
Have a Europe summer.
Right.
Live life for a little bit. And that's why I'm so glad like my mom understood. Of course, my mom was like, "Girl, what you doing?" But she understood. She was like, "Yeah, I understand. Like if you want to do something, I understand. Like you should be able to take a break and figure out what you want to do." And also it's like having people around you that support you. Like my relationships now that I am a little older and I'm in my adulting era is completely different than my friendships that I had when I was in high school or when I was younger. Cause now I feel like I expect more in my friends, and I expect for you like to I expect encouragement. I expect you gonna be there. I expect like a level of maturity as well. Like it's just like my relationships are different, and also I feel like my relationship with my mom has changed too.
Yes.
Because I mean it's always been me and my mom. She's a single parent, so it's always been me and my mom. But now I'm able to see more of what she was trying to teach me when I was younger. Now that I'm older, and now we can actually have like I wouldn't say, in the black community, you like, I ain't one of your friends, but now I really can feel like me and my mom have a friendship now.
Yes.
Like, we can actually talk about stuff, and she understand where I'm coming from, and I understand where she coming from. Now I've gotten a little older.
I feel the same way about me and my mom's relationship. Like everything grows. Like we've always had like a really good relationship, but now that I'm older and like adulting, I just feel like we can talk about more. Like I can express more, And she knows, like you said, she knows every single thing that I'm like going through.
Mm.
And it's also so funny because I saw something on TikTok that was like, you have to get out of your mother's shadow.
Mm.
Uh, what was it about? Like something like that, where you have to not go in the path of like the way you were raised,
Mm.
something like that. Because like if you walk in your mom's shadow, like drinking was not a thing in my home, little stuff like that. And like you have to explore and find yourself, because if you don't find yourself, you will just be like someone's, not who you're supposed to be. I don't know. I have to find that TikTok. I never know what I'm talking about. Sorry.
That's
But
a really beautiful perspective.
yeah, and I really like that she said that because, like I said, now that I'm my own person, I still have like what my parents raised me, but I'm also Jerrin in the sense that I do the things that I want. But I think she respects that now, and at the same time, she knows how to still mother me in a way that, like, okay, she's an adult. At the end of the day, like, behind you, that's one of the things she just told me. Like, every decision you make, like, you're a smart person, you're a smart girl. I believe in you. I'm behind you, but remember, I'm always your mom. You can always come to me, anything. So I think I don't know, it's interesting, but I love it.
I totally relate to that. I think when I was a teenager, I was really headstrong. Like, I was so stubborn, and I felt like what I wanted to do was what I wanted to do, and I didn't care if you were my mom. I was going to do what I wanted to do, whether I wanted, regardless, And I think that, like, now that I've gotten older, too, I can respect where my mom was at more. Like, thinking about it, really. Because when my mom was my age, she had 2 kids and was getting divorced.
Wow.
From a man that was abusive and all of that stuff. Like, she had so much going on in her own life that it was hard for her to show up as the mother that I needed her to be. And I think for such a long time, I resented that about her. And that's why when I got older, or like when I was in my teens, I was like, I don't care. Like, I saw how you handled stuff. I'm not taking advice from you. I don't care. And now that I'm an adult, I understand where she was at a little better and why she did the things she did and why she was in the place that she was in. And I think now that I'm older and I've developed the vocabulary and the emotional awareness and intelligence to be able to have honest and open adult conversations with her, we're more receptive to each other because I'm now an adult that she can look at and respect. I'm not just a teenager that's questioning her. And she's now at a place in her adult life and her development that she can look back and not get defensive. She can just look back in hindsight and be like, okay, I get where you're coming from now. I validate your feelings. I acknowledge you. I can work on that and we can move forward in a stronger relationship because it's 2 adults meeting each other where they're at.
And then it's like almost like you understand like the mindset.
Yes.
That she probably was in and everything she's going
and
through.
how hard it is to support yourself. Nonetheless, support yourself and 2 other mouths and bodies. I'm having a hard time doing that enough right now as a 28-year-old woman, and I don't even have kids, and I'm not married. She
Baby.
is divorced and had 2 children to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's so important to like say that, your parents are not perfect. Like,
no.
Growing up, like if I was a parent right now, like I probably would tear my little child up. No, I'm just kidding. But like when you grow up, you idolize your parents because like, oh, that's my role model, or that's supposed to be my role model. Like they're supposed to be perfect, but they're actually humans.
And you think they have all the answers. They don't. This is their first time living too. They have no idea what they're doing. They're making it up as they go along.
Yeah.
I think me and my mom, but think honestly, when I talk to my mom, I also realized that me and my mom are so, even though we're different in a lot of ways, we are alike in a lot of
Oh my
ways too.
God.
Be-
Yes.
because now I think about it, I'm sitting as I was talking to my mom. I was talking to my mom about I have my friends here are younger. My friends like other places are like older than me. So
Mm-hmm.
be talking to her about my friends here, and she was like, "Girl, I be talking about how they wanna, how everybody is really focused on like settling down. They ain't really like everything."
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Girl," she was like, "You ain't gotta do that." She was like, "When I was your age, I was doing this, and I was outside, and I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to travel, and I was going this place." And I'm like, "Girl, that's where I'm at. That's exactly
Right.
what I'm doing." I'm like, "We alike it a little, we alike a little bit." I'm like, I'm like, "Not my mama." I'm like,
Right.
"Girl."
I'm
Like,
So
also
mom, you like
realizing
that?
all of
You
the
was like,
ways that my mom and I were similar, I resented when I was a teenager. And now I'm like, okay, I respect it. Like, I get it. I'm okay with it, you know?
Mhm.
It's just really cool. And like what like you were saying, like I have now different relationships with friends as an adult too because I don't want to just like fully settle down, but I also don't want to like go party every weekend, you know? And I feel like so many of my friendships when I was in college were based in like drinking and partying
Mhm.
and going out. And that was fun for a really long time. And now I'm in my 20s, like my late 20s, and going out on the weekends looks different to me. Like I don't want to go to a college bar and get shit faced
Mhm.
on Patron shots.
girl, you better
You
Like,
know?
y'all,
preach.
y'all babies. Like, uh-uh.
Right, like it just doesn't feel like the vibe that I want to. I will go to a bar that's like more catered to adults that I can dress up to go to, like a wine bar or like a vineyard or something like
Girl.
that, and I'll still get shit faced and
Okay,
I'll
wait,
still have my
wait.
little
Okay,
fun.
Amber, I'm
But
not at the vineyard yet. I'm
oh,
not at the.
see, I'm at the vineyard. Put me,
Girl, I'm with
get
you
me
too.
out,
Give
get me
me a
out at the
good
vineyard
bottle.
during the day so I can get shit faced and be in my bed by 9 o'clock.
Girl, give me a good dessert wine.
Swear,
Give me a good charcuterie board.
yup.
Yum.
Give me a little give me a little something like that. I love a little I'm girl, when I would say you're preaching, because me and my friend was talking about that the other day. Because me and her went on a cruise with each other. We and my
Ooh.
friends went on a cruise with each other. And she went on a cruise with her other friends. She was like her experience with us was different from her experience with other friends. And I was like, girl, I'm older than your other friends. I'm like, girl, a good time for me is I'm also the bougie friend. Give me a good tea party. Give me
Oh,
a
love that.
Yes.
give me a good I said give me a good nice upscale restaurant with a good steak.
Period.
Give
Give
me
me a
a good
museum.
spa day. I told her I was like going out for me is like I don't want to be at a party. You know, I love sexy red too. You know, bow bow bow. I love sexy red too. I want to be outside. I love to dance. I love to twerk. I love to do all that.
Right.
But I'm just like,
But I'm not trying to be
honestly,
up past 3 o'clock in the
baby, because
morning.
let me tell you, I want to be at home watching a good movie. I want to be at home just laying in my bed, just
Right.
chilling.
I
Like,
can't bounce back the way I used to when I was 21, baby. I can't.
and I'm
No, for
old. I
real.
gotta go to work tomorrow.
What's
Swear.
crazy is I just had an experience like that where, like you said, Amber, like in college, like it was party all the time, turn up all the time, drink. No, but for New Year's, I went to Dallas with my friends, and then like we went to Bill Street. Oh my God, it was a lot. But we were in this like club, and then like I get a call from my husband. It was like he was like, I know you having fun with your friends, like correct. I know you having fun with your friends, but like you're a wife now, and like it's a little different. And not saying that I shouldn't be at clubs or be turning up, but it's very different now. Like when you grow up, and it's so crazy. Before he called me, I think I was only like an hour into like the club or whatever, and I walked outside. Like I went to my friend's car because I was just like, it's not the
It's
vibe
not
anymore.
the
Like,
it's not the vibe. The last time I went to the club, I got hit on by a 21-year-old, and I said, I need to get the fuck out of here
Period.
immediately.
Cool guy.
He hit on
yeah,
me. I
Yeah.
was like, do you know how old I am? And he goes, yeah, you're like in your late 20s, right? I said, yeah. How old are
oh,
you? He goes, 21. I said, oh, you're a baby. He goes, I mean, you could teach me.
Girl, now he wanted a piece real bad. Amber, he wanted a piece real bad.
I said, go
He wanted you
to
real
bed.
bad.
Go to bed.
He needed a Liberian in his life. Okay.
Go to bed.
He was thirsty. He wanted you to give him some water.
And I didn't. I poured that water on the ground and said, go home, Roger.
Oh my God. Go home, Roger. Oh
And
my
that was
God.
the moment where it was like, I have to leave now. I have to go.
Girl.
This is not meant for me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And I had stopped like going out for a while because I lived in Oklahoma by myself. So I was like in the club and I was like, no. Yeah, no. It's definitely like a time and a place. Like, I'm not saying you can't turn up, but
like it's fun every once in a while. I'll still go to the club every once in a while, but it's not going to be me every weekend. Like, I'm passing the baton to the 21, 22, 23-year-old girlies that are going to really be living their best lives in here.
man.
And I have to say, I learned that lesson as I started as my friendships with other people start to grow. I started having, I would say, older friends. I started having like older friends that was telling you like, girl, I was talking to one girl. I was like, they want to go to the club, but I don't like going to the club. She was like, girl, you ain't gotta go to the club. If you don't like the club, there's other stuff to do besides the club. She was like, what do you like to do? Like, you like to watch movies, so do that. You like to do content. She was like, so just do content. You like little bougie stuff, go shopping.
The bougie stuff, right?
Bougie stuff, to go to a little tea party. Because I am a queen of a tea party, baby.
Swear.
Give me a tea party. So it's just like when my friendship started to like diversify a little bit, that's when I started like being like, girl, yeah, this is not what I like to do. This is not what I like to do, because I'm not really outside. I've never been the really girl, let's go outside. I do love to go outside every now and then, but when I found myself having to Uber back to the hotel from the club because I didn't want to be there no more, I was like, yeah, that vibe is not me. So I'm gonna just stay over here.
I used to be the girlie that wanted to be outside. I was outside when I was in college. This is what it looked like. Okay, I'm out Wednesday for Wing Wednesday. Okay, then I'm out Thursday for Thirsty Thursday and all the discount drinks, and then I'm out Saturday because there was karaoke, and then sometimes I'm out Monday, and sometimes I'm out Tuesday for Trivia Tuesday and tacos. Okay, so I was out.
Taco Tuesday.
I was outside. Okay.
Wait a minute. When my friend, because like you said, Aaliyia, I had like older friends too. So when I stopped going to, like, when I turned 21, my friend introduced me to like the bar life. It's different from like the college parties.
And the
lounges,
I was like,
oh my God.
the hookah bars, and the lounges. Like, I love a good vibe. And honestly, I'm a single girl, so I don't want to meet no boy at the club that just want to feel on my booty and touch on my titties.
Sometimes you do,
sometimes I do every now and again.
Before I found my man, sometimes I did want to go to the club just so a man could feel in my booty for a little while.
Girl.
And then I want to go home.
Girl. But I was like, I like a hookah bar. I want somebody with a 401k and a little health insurance to fill on my titty and fill on my booty a little bit. I want somebody with a little benefit. Fill up my titty a little bit. I would love somebody with a little insurance.
And I just say this conversation has been like really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, loved it. Like, just hearing like the knowledge you guys both have was just love that. I hope you're still listening if you're at this point, viewer.
Swear.
Because, baby, Amber got a game for us.
I do. I really do. We're playing copyright, obviously there is a game for this on TV that is older than us called The Price is Right.
Oh, I think I heard of that.
Yeah, and so I found, just some prices of some food and some household items, and we're going to guess how much they cost. Because we're buying groceries. Like, these individual things might not be, like, hella expensive, but when you put them all in the cart...
All together,
they're saying a different story. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Especially the inflation.
So I tried to find places that like had the prices of their stuff on the website. So, shout out to Walmart. Okay.
Well, I was just about to say.
Wally World.
Shout out to Walmart.
Wally World.
Not only, and here's the thing: discounted prices, and the prices are on their website. So thank you, Walmart.
and if you like to go a little, go to a little Trader Joe's and a little Aldi.
Ooh,
Okay.
Aldi's. That's where I get almost all my groceries. I was trying to look for Aldi's, their prices. They don't have their prices on.
I don't think I've ever been to an Aldi's, but I do be seeing people at it like.
The cheapest groceries that I can buy as an adult are at Aldi's, and I come home with bags and bags and bags of groceries for significantly less than I would get for like 2 bags at a Stop and Shop.
Oh, I'm gonna check her out.
Now, if you bougie, you go to Publix.
I'm not there
We don't
yet.
have Publix around here.
Oh, we got
Or Whole
Publix,
Foods,
baby. Whole Foods, Publix, Sprouts.
Sprouts, girl.
But go ahead with your game.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with something that most of us enjoy. I'm gonna start off with strawberries. How much do you think strawberries cost?
Girl, we getting kinky.
$4.99.
A 2-pound container. A 2-pound container. Not that big. You said $4.99, Jerrin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say $5 because let me tell you,
Baby.
strawberries is one of them things that you love.
Right, so you're gonna eat a couple,
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be $5.
They are 18 cents an ounce, which brings them to a 2-pound container to $5.76. That's almost $6. And so if you're including the tax, that's about $6.
Child. You can't even have your fruits.
You can't even have your fruits.
Girl, that thing, I'm gonna eat this slow.
And then it don't even be tasting good no more.
Oh, they're not in season right now, which is probably why they're not tasting that good.
Okay.
Okay, so we all have bathrooms. We all have to clean the bathrooms.
Okay.
Clorox disinfecting all-purpose cleaner. How much do you think that's going for?
Like the wipes or the
$3.
spray?
$3, you said?
$3. We talk about Walmart brand.
Walmart. It's not Walmart brand. It's Clorox.
We talking about great value.
Not the great value, girl.
It's Clorox brand.
Oh wait, are we talking about the wipes or the actual spray?
Spray.
I'm gonna give $4.50.
I feel like she's around.
It's 32 ounces.
I want to say she's maybe closer to $10.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Maybe a little under that.
Okay. It is $11.95.
Good, baby. Give me great value. Give me great value now.
Clorox brand disinfecting all-purpose cleaner is $11.95 for a 32 ounce.
Girl, I'm gonna start making stuff in my house. Just stop it.
But be careful, because sometimes people make.
Don't knock yourself out.
That's what I'm saying.
How about that? I know you done seen that TikTok when it's like, I clean my house with the Clorox and
windows.
And I ain't leave the windows cracked and all the
Oh God, and I passed out.
Laid out with it. No.
Okay, we're moving on to milk. Okay, and this is the great value milk.
Okay.
And it's 120. It's 128 full ounces. So this is like, I think, the gallon.
Oh Lord, let's see. That
She's probably value. It is great value. So
no more than $5.
It's $6.
Okay. Honestly, I'm surprised. This is what I'm saying. If you can shop off brand, get you some great value.
Give me great value.
$2.92. $2.92.
Baby,
Oh.
if I ate the cow, if I drank the cow, I would.
Great value got it like that.
How about I say I drink a little almond milk.
So
I love me almond milk.
And we're gonna move on to great value eggs. It's a 12 count.
You know, eggs was a couple months ago. Eggs was $12 for a 6-pack.
But this is great value. This is great value, baby.
And how much it was? You said 12. Okay, so it's giving $4.
You know what I just realized? I be shopping without looking. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say
You,
like
she got
7.
money.
It's actually, I'm telling you, Great Value does it again. It's $2.12.
Oh, we ain't shopping right.
Now we gotta add some
What the
stuff to the
heck?
cart.
Dude, I thought it was inflated.
I know.
Right.
I did a couple of branded ones and a couple of Great Value ones just to truly show the difference.
Me and over here shopping at Target.
Ooh,
I'm
oh,
shopping at Publix.
I hate when I see people actually going to buy food at Target. Like if you're one of those people,
you have money. You have money and you don't care about it.
Okay, I can't cap, so let's talk
Oh
about
my
it.
god.
So, Auntie Tab did get me a couple times at Target.
That's
I can't believe.
crazy.
Yeah, Auntie Tab did get me a couple times at Target, so.
Okay, well, we've got another Great Value item here. And this is something that's in most people's closets, you know? We have Great Value finely shredded Fiesta blend cheese. It's 8
Oh,
ounces.
cheese is expensive.
It's 8 ounces, but it's great value.
$3.
$4.
Okay, it's $2.22, so with tax, it's probably around $3.
Period.
Okay,
I love the Wallet World.
we're going back to Clorox for a minute. So, you know those like toilet bowl cleaner tablets and stuff that you just stick in the toilet? It's like an automatic one that like when you flush, it just...
Yeah.
Okay, what are we thinking? It's a 2-pack, mind you. It's a 2-pack.
$7.
You get 2 of them.
Yeah, it's getting expensive. I'm gonna go with like $7, $8.
Yeah, it's $6.78. With tax, that's coming to $7, if not more.
Sounds about right.
And then I only have 2 more. I got one from like the frozen section because not everybody loves to cook all the time, so I got something that you could just put in the oven. So I did Totino's pizza rolls, pepperoni flavored.
And that's the pack, like the.
That's the package.
I'm gonna say 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 4.
They're $12.34.
Good Lord, when pizza rolls got high.
Had to clutch my pearls.
Give me a high pocket.
Hot pocket.
I know.
Okay, this is the last one. And this is a big one because people want fresh, like, produce. And this is chicken. It's not fresh, but, like, you know, like, it's not cooked. It's just the chicken breasts.
Okay. I know this one.
It says 4.7 to 6.25 pound tray of, like, fresh, boneless, skinless chicken breasts.
How many is in the pack? Like 3 or 4?
I think there's, like, 4 or 5.
That's gonna run you about $12.
I'm gonna say somewhere like 15, less than 15.
It's $15.18.
Dang.
Yeah, I be buying my chicken breast.
I'm a piece of wing girl.
I can. I'm still hungry.
I am too. So.
But like you said,
Domino's
altogether,
that amounts to a lot. Like you have 15, 12, 7, 3, 2, 3, 12. Like, adding that all up together, and that was only 8 items. That's only 8 items. And you've already racked up a bill that's like over $30.
Inflation.
It's expensive.
Adulting.
All you bought was some fucking eggs, some milk, some fresh strawberries, a thing of Totino's pizza rolls, and shit to clean your house.
Baby, I would have put them them pizza rolls got to go back. They gotta go back. Baby, $12? Give me a little. Give me a 2-pack.
I'm going to all these. I'm getting the off-brand version of that. You got me fucked up.
Give me Leonardo's pizza rolls. Give me Michelangelo.
Yeah. Da Vinci vegan
Now
balls. I don't know nothing about no keto. Yeah.
All right,
Oh my
y'all.
god.
So we're gonna get into the hot takes. So we're gonna talk about some hot topics that has been going on in the world. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is everybody, yeah, get y'all a sip, get you a sip, get you a sip. Everybody, get you a little
I had
drink.
my great value water.
Oh, period.
I love that. 42, they be like $5. Love it. Yes.
I'm glad we have to pay for water, like water that just came with the earth or
That
whatever.
God, literally, the gods gave to us at the fucking creation of this earth.
Right, because I do be looking for a little drink, and that tap got to come through sometimes with a little filter in it. You got to have
And
a little
also,
filter
they
tap.
just came out with a study. They just came out with a study that there are nano and microplastics in single-use water bottles that can get into our bloodstreams.
Girl, don't scare me, please.
I'm just,
Now I'm
I'm
going to be
just
scared to
telling you
drink
the
my little
truth.
water.
I'm just telling you the truth of the matter.
Oh, Lord. Everything going to kill us. But we're going to get into these hot topics. So the first topic we're going to talk about is our views and our stances on social media platforms. Because if you guys do not know, we all met on TikTok. So we are TikTokers. We ain't gonna say TikTokers, but we are all on TikTok. And recently on TikTok, baby, everybody views been down. Everybody really been stagnant, I would say, in growth. Like, not that many people are growing. Like, so how do y'all feel about social media now? Like,
I just feel like if you're not promoting something on the TikTok shop, TikTok's not pushing it. And I just think that says something. It says a lot about the state of where TikTok is at. Because when we were, I think, first really like on TikTok and kind of started popping on TikTok, it was just people wanting to connect and wanting to find community and be themselves and like have fun and do dances and make talking videos and do acting and all that stuff. And now I just feel like it's turned into an online mall. And
Yeah.
I
yeah,
feel like something is being taken away from my experience, even just scrolling on TikTok. I feel like something is being taken away. So I don't know. I'm at odds with it. I think it's really hard to post just what you want and have people see it and resonate with it because TikTok's just not pushing it.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. Like, you cannot scroll 3 times without seeing, oh, this is my. And then they don't even let you know they're promoting it yet. And then they're like, here's my shirt that I got from TikTok shop.
Right.
No, it's sad because, like, I think all of us have really big platforms. And like Amber said, like, there was a time where, like, when you could post and it would actually reach people. And even if you didn't get views back then, you were still, you knew why, or you knew like, okay, this is, I don't know how to explain, like, you're just not getting views because you're not going to get views.
Right. It could be good
But
content. Like, people have been messaging me and been like, oh my god, I love your content lately. Like, I'm really resonating with it, whatever. But because it's just not getting pushed, people aren't able to see it. Or like, I posted one video the other day where someone was like, oh my god, girl, I haven't seen you in so long. Like, you haven't come to my For You page in forever. And I'm like, it's not that I'm not posting. Like, I'm around. It's just that TikTok is not pushing it out.
Yeah, and I think a mistake I made is I like left TikTok for like almost a year, so it made it even worse because I lost weight, and then people are like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Who is that? Oh, is that? Whoa, she looks different. Oh, I'm not follow her. No, but like with our platforms, there should be no way where we post and people don't see it.
Our followers aren't seeing it. Like,
and
my
that's what
followers.
I hate. Like, there's no way I should have 400K and nobody gets to see my views.
Correct.
Like, I absolutely hate that. And then also with TikTok Shop, TikTok Shop is becoming Amazon. Because honestly, if I see that shadow book one more time, I'm gonna scream.
Or the Alex Earl
If I see
light.
that Alex, if I see the Alex Earl light one more time, I'm gonna scream.
Girl, the lip gloss.
I love the girl that do
Okay,
the
she's
look.
black. She's black. You
Okay,
gotta
no,
stop.
it ain't. I love her personally. I love her. So it's just like I love to see them promote her, but it's like, girl, it's
And
like
it just gets tiring because
it's
you're
just
like,
like a
okay,
whole
I
bunch
have it
of
in my cart.
ads.
I will get it when I can get it.
Right.
It's like a whole bunch of ads, and it's just like also then it's TikTok is crazy too because they tell you to do 1 minute content. But when you do that 1 minute content, it goes nowhere. Cause I did that. I was like, let me get ready with me's and do some personal content to try to get closer with my audience. And I did that, and it still went nowhere. It's just like, what? So what do I do now? So I feel like influencers now is just in a state of let me try to restart everything. Let me try to revamp everything to
Yeah,
fit what's
and
going on.
like you said, like there's no way we should have this following where like nothing is happening, no engagement and no, views. And it's upsetting because you can really tell. Oh, I'm not having a cramp. You can really tell that TikTok likes certain creators, certain big creators, or even certain people who have less followers than you, and they're still pushing them out. And there's nothing wrong with that, having the support of TikTok. But it's just upsetting because there are so many people with big platforms or, with little platforms that are not getting noticed. And it's because why TikTok shop is overclouding. Then you have the creators they want to push out for certain reasons. It's because, and one of the things you have to consider is when those creators are getting brand deals, the brands can actually pay for those videos to boost. Like I've seen it when I've done a deal before, they can pay for those videos to boost. Like it's almost like you can do it on like Instagram. I've never done it before, but they have it where you can do it on TikTok too. So you're gonna tell me that what these brands are not paying to boost people's videos, you're not giving these creators more time.
And I hate that. And also, I hate when you, as a creator, you have a brand deal that you have going on, and you do the branded content, and you put it into your content organically, and it's something that you usually do, and your video does nothing. Like, baby, I'm getting paid for this. This is like part of my job. Like, could some of my audience get, like, it's so crazy because I'm in a lot of TikTokers, like close friends, they friends only or whatever, and they talk about all the time how they have brand deals going on and that no one is seeing them, or if they have like a paid
Oh yeah.
partnership going on and you only get 1,000 views, and it's just like, girl, I have
Yeah.
400K. Where is the views?
Right. And it's upsetting because I really think when TikTok came out, it was so organic to where people loved the app because it was so much like anybody can become an influence. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to have a certain niche. You can just talk about your dog and you can, blow up or whatever it is. And I feel like now it's becoming too curated, almost like Instagram, where it's like no one wants to post because sadly, like not because it's all about the views, but it's not like it was once before that everybody loved.
Yeah, and I mean, when it's your job, it is partly about the views. Like, as much as you don't want it to be, it is. And
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, like, they're not boosting videos that are of other brands, like, content, but you're gonna boost all of the videos that are bought from TikTok. You're just trying to create revenue for yourself and not caring or giving a fuck about the fact that the app was created for a specific reason in the first place, simply because you're now just trying to make all the money from it.
Yeah, it sucks.
And like even non-branded content, like people will make really great and interesting non-branded content, but if it's niche or if it's not something that TikTok is interested in, like TikTok the company is interested in, it's not going to get pushed.
And you know what's so crazy? Back in the day, like you used to be able to find a pocket and find like little tricks to make your videos like kind of blow up. You can't even do that now. They
No,
don't have.
the algorithm is completely different.
And when you try, I
You can't
tried some
keep.
of the tricks and it still ain't work.
No, it's different. They are. I mean, back then they would used to change it all the time too. But once you used to find it, like, but now you can't. I mean,
And
no.
it's also probably because it's so saturated right now. Like everybody's just trying to be an influencer. Everybody wants to be an influencer.
How do y'all feel about that?
My friend, one of the girls I work with, she was doing like a study or whatever, and she was looking on the internet, and she was just like, influencing in a couple more years is gonna be kind of like, no, it's going. She was like, influence is gonna be like a career that is gonna be like pushed a lot because everybody loves entertainment or something. She was telling me something like that when I was telling her. But I was like, girl, I don't know, because I said everybody and their mama trying to, literally everybody and their mama trying to be influencers. I done seen older women that I wouldn't even know about TikTok on TikTok doing
And
videos
just blowing up.
and just blowing up. I'm like, girl. And I mean, I love to see it, but it's just like,
I was gonna say, I love to see it, but it's also at the same time, like, we do still need practical careers. Like, it's becoming an influencer and making that your sole job is the top 1 or 2% of people. And I think to expect that you're going to get on the internet and become an influencer and make thousands and thousands of dollars as that job, especially as a black woman and as a plus size black woman, and expect that you're going to be in the top 1% that can just do that as a career and not have to do anything else, and it's going to pay all the bills and you're going to live a life of luxury is not realistic. It's not even realistic for us. And we've been in this game for a while. For a while. I'm still going to school to get my degree because I need a JOB.
For real.
Support my other JOB.
Y'all want to know why y'all didn't see me for almost a year? Because my JOB took over my LIFE.
okay, Akila and the BEE. Spell pterodactyl.
Oh my god.
I swear.
But yeah. So we're gonna get, since we running over time a little bit, we're just gonna do a rapid fire. We're just gonna do a little small little talk. But y'all know that Nicki Minaj stay in the media. And at this point in rap, it's Nicki Minaj versus everybody. So how do y'all feel, especially lately, as this podcast is coming out? Megan done put out her song, and now it's a Nicki Minaj and Megan drama. But honestly, in the rap game, it definitely has been Nicki Minaj versus everybody. I feel like over the past couple of months, the only person I feel like is on her side is Ice Spice. That's the only.
I feel like she does that
Because
too.
Ice Spice makes a check.
I feel like Nicki is. I mean, everybody versus Nicki is because of Nicki at this point. It has been proven time and time again. And Barbs, if you're a Barb, don't come for me because I know you will. But I mean, babe, I saw a video on TikTok and they were just like, baby, you are like the Beyonce. You don't need to respond. You don't need to kiki. You don't need to do it. If you wanted to put your feet up right now, you will be goated. You will be in the Hall of Fame. You will be that girl forever. You never needed to do any of that. And I just feel like the beef with Megan is so uncalled. The beef with Cardi B, the beef with everybody at this point is just so uncalled for. Like, babe, grow up.
I agree. And here's the thing. Am I going to bump a super bass from time to time? Yeah, I am. But it's been a long minute since I've added a Nicki song to my playlist.
Let me tell you. Let me hop in.
Ooh.
Whew. Cause y'all talk about my girl. I don't like that like that.
No, I like the new album.
Honestly, y'all.
I just think it's her antics that's making her brand feel different.
Correct. And I think it makes the listening experience a little different, especially with the newer stuff, because of some of the antics.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, y'all. Honestly, I don't care what Nicki Minaj do. I'm still gonna F the club up. So
me too.
So my thing is with like this Nicki drama. I feel like Nicki definitely is the Beyonce. I feel like Nicki don't even have to respond. I agree with y'all. She don't have to respond to anything they're saying. But I also feel like in the rap game, I feel like this is in all games, in like the rap game for men, for women, for R&B artists, for country artists. I feel like people of this generation, our generation, we have a problem sometimes giving people their flowers and giving people their respect. Because honestly, I feel like with Nicki, that's all she ever wanted was her respect. The stuff that happened honestly, in my opinion, because the stuff that happened with Lotto, she wasn't even talking about Lotto. She was talking about the Grammys. And it switched on her. It switched on her and Lotto get into it. Because Lotto was like, girl, what you bringing my name into? Like, girl, only thing she's saying was Big Energy is a poppy song. It's definitely a poppy song. Because it was doing poppy stuff on TikTok. And Super Freaky Girl is literally Nicki rapping the whole time. So how is that put in how is Big Energy in the rap category and Super Freaky Girl in the pop category? Well, she can't.
No, for sure.
Like that was the root of Lotto and hers.
Yeah, for sure. No, can I say something? Nicki has definitely been getting snubbed by the Grammys by everybody at this point. Like, it's definitely unfair what, what everybody has done to her, like, as far as not giving her her tens. But I can't say that Cardi B, Lotto, and Megan Thee Stallion did not, like, respect Nicki. Like, when I saw a video, like, Cardi B loved Nicki when she was, like, when she first came out. Lotto, she was kikiing with Nicki, but she did bring her into the conversation. So I just feel like Nicki is very outspoken. She's a fire sign. I think where she goes wrong is when she thinks that people have to just bow down, kiss her feet. Like, she's going to be the queen forever. And I think people already do that. I just think she takes it too deep. And like you said, it
doesn't need to be taken. Like, you could be the queen and then allow space for people to follow in after you for when you take your crown off and put the hat, put your feet up and do whatever. But I feel like even for a long time, like, everybody has always said that, like, Nicki's bars are goated. Like, Nicki's lyrics and who she is as a rapper and what she's done for the female rap game, like, no one is denying that at all. But I also don't think that it has to be that there's no room for other female rappers in the space to be great.
But you know what? Right. I also think, so I was listening to something about Brandy and Monica. So they was talking about how, I think Brandy was talking about, or somebody was talking about how the drama with Brandy and Monica really wasn't their drama. It was the people that was around them and their fans that was causing some of that drama. So I also feel like that is some of the case with some of their stuff. Because honestly, let me tell you something. I'm the girl that I'm going to listen to everybody. I'm going to listen to Lotto. I'm going to listen to Megan. I'm going to listen to Nicki Minaj. I'm going to listen to Cardi B. I'm listening to Ice Spice. I'm listening to Glorilla. I'm listening to all the girls. And I feel definitely in the women rap that it's like just really seem like everybody can't have a piece. And they make you feel like you have to have one queen. Everybody can't be the one queen. And I feel like it's just like, because in the men don't have this type of problem. Jay-Z can have his lane. Lil Wayne can have his lane. Drake can have his lane. 21 Savage can have his lane. NBA Youngboy can have. You see them. I mean, the stuff they argue about is like street stuff. But they're not arguing about like stuff that's really like rap. But I feel like with women, they put us against each other a lot. And they put it in They make us feel like there only can be one queen, which there can be multiple queens.
And a lot of time
got their
it
own
feels
stuff.
catty. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of time it just feels catty. And I don't know, like, this is the biggest thing I'm going to say. I don't know any of these people personally. I don't know anything they got going on in their real lives. I don't follow celebrities like that. Like, that's not my business. But I will say, like, when I'm listening to music, I'm not in my head automatically thinking there's no one better. That's like, there's no one that's gonna do this better, or there's no one that's gonna do that better. Like, I might like this Nicki song, but I might not like that Nicki song, and I might like that Cardi song, but I might not like that Cardi song. Like, I think it's really hard for anybody to be consistently all the time 100% spot on. And I think that there's room to grow for every artist. You could be an artist of like 70 years and still have space to explore and grow. And I also think that there's always space for the new up and coming artists to come in and like get their piece of the pie. And I think trying to make it seem like everybody that's an artist that's coming in has to like you, agree with you, or want to be in your position or emulate you is slightly, and I say this with the utmost respect, slightly egotistical. And I think it's really easy when you've had the career that you've had to say that. Like, a lot of celebrities are full of themselves, because I think in order to be in that position, you have to be. But I don't think that you have to do it at the expense of other people. Like, I think that you can have your ego and think that you're goated and then still not treat people and other artists the way that you do.
Right. Period.
And that's the collective you. Like, that's not even just her, that's everybody. That's actors in the Hollywood space, that's artists, like singers in the Hollywood space, rappers in the Hollywood space. I just feel like everybody could take an opportunity to be like, yeah, I'm the best in my opinion, but if that's not your opinion, that's fine.
And let me say this real quick. I think it's time for Nicki, like, she doesn't need to stop rapping at all, but she needs to create something, like a label or something, because I just feel like, like, there's more to her, and I feel like she'll always be the GOAT, but I don't know. I think it's time for something new, and that, I don't know.
I feel like there could be, like, there are 100% so many other sides of her, and I think that we would love to see her continuing to rap, but then also seeing her in all of these other avenues to be able to showcase her different strengths. Like, she's not just a rap artist, you know? She's so much more than that, and I think it would be really cool to see her put a different hat on.
I agree.
Look, Aaliyah's like, I'm gonna call my barbs on you.
I do love Nicki Minaj. I do love her, but I love everyone. Again, I don't know them personally. I love music regardless.
Period.
I love to bump some sexy rap. Don't get me started on sexy.
Sexy.
I love all the rap girls. I just wish, my dream is just for everybody to come together. Let's put all this stuff aside and come together. Let's be together. That's what I would love to see. But of course, I feel like there's different factors and everything. So I don't know how is that gonna come about, but I'm hoping that it does.
Everybody has an ego. Everybody thinks they're the best. Everybody wants to be the best. And I think when that's the mentality for everyone involved, there's bound to be issues.
Yeah.
And I agree with y'all. I love to see Nicki Minaj. I would love to see her do a label and groom people. I also feel like that is something that I would say our generation of artists is missing. That grooming other artists to be the best. Like, I love seeing Beyonce, what she doing with Chloe and Halle. I love seeing that. I feel
Right.
like more there's
Nikki, like your mother.
like I honestly love to see her what she's doing with Ice Spice. I love her and Ice Spice doing these songs together and everything. I love to see that. I just wish that we would see that, and not even just rap, female rap, R&B and country and everything. I would love to
Influencing.
like influencing, because honestly, it's like mentorship. Where is mentorship now?
Hmm.
Where is mentors? Who is
Yes.
somebody I can call and ask about this, and they not be like, oh, I ain't finna tell her my secrets, or I
Right.
ain't finna give her my connections. Like, where is the older? I ain't gonna say older. Where is the OG influencers that started that can help us in this influencing game? Because I know a lot of OG influencers. They done went through the peaks and the valleys. They done been to the ups and the downs. And they can help us out. But where are they? But yeah, y'all. Our last little question, just to wrap up this adulting episode, because we've been talking about growth and we've been talking about adulting. Our last little question to end off the episode for everyone to answer is, what is some advice you give your younger self to better prepare you for adulting?
Ooh. um, I would probably say to my younger self to develop some good credit, develop financial literacy, um, prioritize physical and mental health and growth, and also try your best not to stress so much, because stressing isn't gonna make the issues go away, and it's also not gonna make you respond any better. Like, there are so many better ways that you could respond, and just stressing and getting anxious and crying all the time and like getting depressed and being down and wanting to end everything and wanting to, you know, give up isn't going to make the feelings go away, but it could be transferred or transmuted into forward movement. Like, stress is the biggest killer. It's a huge issue for your health. It can create, gastrointestinal issues. It can create issues in the brain. It can lead to like lack of sleep. It can really completely and entirely impact your health. And doctors have said that stress is one of the main reasons why people die young. And I just think doing anything that you can to find a really great therapist and find coping skills and find your avenue and doing things and doing a career that's going to make you feel good will help lessen some of that stress and will help to make it so life is a little bit more worth living.
Period.
Period. And I think I don't have anything else to add. I second everything Amber just said. Great advice.
Yeah, I agree with everything Amber said. I will also tell myself, girl, save that money.
Ooh,
You don't
yes,
need
that's a big
you
one.
don't need that piece of DoorDash. You don't need that piece of bag. You don't need that piece. You don't need that piece of clothing. You need to save that money. Cause honestly, if I would have saved that money, I would be in a different place than I am now. So girl, save that money. And then also mine, I would tell myself, girl, you ain't got to have a gazillion friends. You ain't got to have a whole bunch of friends. You only need a faithful few.
Ooh, that's really good. A faithful few friends.
You only need a faithful few. You don't need a whole bunch of friends.
Mm.
But yeah, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Big Girl, Big World podcast. You can follow me at underscore A Beautiful on TikTok and Instagram, and Aaliyia Beauty on YouTube.
And you can find me at Amber Rose with 3 R's and a Z on Instagram, and Great Value Amber Rose on TikTok.
Jerrin Nicole on Instagram and the Awkward Fat Girl on TikTok.
Period. And we'll see you guys next week for another episode. So, bye, y'all.
Bye. It's Jerrin Nicole here, and I already know you loved this week's episode, so make sure you let us know in the comments down below. Like, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.